Hi guys, welcome back to the Broad Investors channel. My name is Amin, and in this video we're going to be speaking about cryptocurrency for beginners. Okay, now when most people explain what is cryptocurrency, most of it say it's distributed, decentralized, public ledger, or some words to that effect. But in this video we're going to break that all down to a small, sizable chunks for you to understand. Okay, so let's start with the definition of cryptocurrency. By definition, crypto is to conceal, is to hide, whatever you might want to call it. Currency by definition can mean a system of money in general use. So cryptocurrency is to conceal a system of money in general use. Cryptocurrency is exchanged digitally. It's in the ether. So the next natural question is, doesn't crypto come from the word cryptography? And the answer to that is yes. Okay, so let's go through a simple example of cryptography, and one that is familiar to all of us is language. If I said the word dobre, most of you will not understand this word as you're not privy to the Slavic language, so this can be deemed cryptic for you. By the way, dobre means hello. It's a polite way of saying hello. Now imagine if I was able to take that word dobre and add further characters to it. This process is called encryption. Encryption can be used and has been used for centuries to prevent messages from being read by unintended recipients. Today, cryptography is used to protect digital data. These days, codes are used to encrypt and decrypt messages. Okay. So you have a level of encryption that is encoding text into an unreadable format. Then there's a decryption, which is reserving the initial encryption but converting the jumbled messages into its original form. Okay, and then there's a cipher. The cipher is the algorithm for performing the encryption or decryption. And this is where the likes of Bitcoin and Ethereum come in, because they are the cipher codes required to interpret transactions in the digital world. Okay. So you've got software, which is... Now we go on to explain what is blockchain. Now we just spoke about the lower level of this process. So we spoke about the software, the encoding, the decryption, the encryption that is required for a digital transaction. Now we're speaking about the top level. How does this software add up to what is called a blockchain? Okay, so once you make a transaction digitally using the blockchain method, transactions are recorded in this blockchain, right? So think of the blockchain as a ledger, a bookkeeping in a computer, but not a single one, but rather 6,000 computers. Okay, so your transaction to be added to the blockchain, there needs to be a process of validation. The validation process is such that more than 50% of the computers that record the transactions have to agree your transaction is valid. A lot of maths behind it. There's a lot of encryption. There's what is called a key. Okay, and if your transaction is validated, then that transaction is added to the blockchain. So when you use Bitcoin, that is a software that we spoke about before, you're merely using Bitcoin, the software or the network, a lot of people just say network, to add your transaction to the blockchain. Now, because Bitcoin is a widely used software to add your transaction to the blockchain, it has a high value. Okay, think of it as a stock, but rather than having a tangible company that you can see their product out there, i.e. your Apple product or your Microsoft product, Bitcoin is just a software that is obviously intangible. So when you invest in Bitcoin, you are investing in the software. Okay, it's the most secure currently and the quickest software out there currently. Okay, that can add your transaction to the blockchain, hence why the value of it is so high. So remember, cryptocurrencies are basically codes. When you hear Bitcoin, Kava, Tomo, these are codes created by people or companies to supplement the blockchain activities. Now, just to whet your appetite, as you can see in this graph, if you had invested $100 in Bitcoin back in 2009, in 2017 at its height, you would have had $9.2 million. Yeah, that's right, $9.2 million. Just look how significantly more it is compared to its rival stocks like Amazon and Apple. these stocks are patents compared to Bitcoin. Now that you understand the difficult part of cryptocurrency, let's get into the more interesting aspects of cryptocurrency. Let me show you how I invest in cryptocurrency. Now, as I have previously said in my first video, I invest in cryptocurrency for the long term, but also I trade cryptocurrency. Now I'll show you how I do this, and let's get into it. Okay guys, now this is Coinbase, the platform that I use to hold cryptocurrencies for the long term. I won't be going up through the sign up process. I think that's self-explanatory, and you could easily do that yourself. But essentially, once you join Coinbase, you'll be greeted by the homepage here. What you have here is your portfolio. So when you do decide to invest into a cryptocurrency, you would see your portfolio balance here. As you can see, mine has been going up and down lately. Okay, here you've got a watch list. This is actually a default watch list. They've put all the popular coins here. Okay, the only downfall that I see with Coinbase is that they do not have many cryptocurrencies available on their platform, but they do have the most popular ones. Okay, so if you are holding long-term cryptocurrencies, I would definitely advise that you use Coinbase. I find them to be very safe, and one that a lot of the insiders in cryptocurrency would definitely recommend. Okay, now if I wanted to buy a cryptocurrency on this platform, say for example Bitcoin, I would click on here, so view assets. Okay, and as you can see here, it's already been a very jagged performance, very volatile Bitcoin has been for the past 24 hours. As you can see here on the 1 month stamp, you can see during the month of May it went as low as £6,263, but then recovered drastically to about 8,000 within a couple of days. Okay, so it's a very volatile market, cryptocurrency, and only because it's new, you know. People are yet to trust it as much as they trust stocks. Okay, so here down below you got the market cap. This is what it says here, the current price of BTC multiplied by its current circulating supply. Okay, that's a lot of people that are being supplied currently with Bitcoin. Here is the volume over the last 24 hours. 12.8 billion Bitcoin worth has been traded. Here it's saying to you 18.4 million Bitcoins are in circulation at the moment, and the all-time high has been 16,000, just over 16,000. Here it tells you the trading activity, so the sentiment here is 78% bullish or buy and 22% bearish or sell. Okay, so typically people hold Bitcoin for 89 days, and as you know, they are the #1 most held cryptocurrency. Okay, now if I wanted to buy Bitcoin, now I don't have to be able to afford the whole 7,400 here. I can buy a fraction of that. So you can say I want £100 worth of Bitcoin, and you can see that because it would tell you if you want to buy £100 worth. You can click on preview buy, and I will be buying 0.01 to that number, okay, worth of Bitcoin. Okay, so it tells you how much of a fraction you buy, right? So if I wanted to sell, which I don't really ever want to sell, you could do that too, or you could convert. Okay, so if I wanted to convert Bitcoin into Ethereum, I can do that here. So if I had £100 worth of Bitcoin, I can convert it to Ethereum and it would be worth 0.53. Okay, so you could do that here too. Okay, that's the basics of this. Once you start buying cryptocurrencies, you can come to your portfolio page here, and it tells you what coins you do hold, and as you can see here, or currencies I should say, I hold Chainlink, Bitcoin of course, Stellar Lumens, Ethereum, Tezos and EOS. Okay, so those are the ones that I currently hold. Okay, so that's the gist of it. It's really basic. I've shown you how to buy, I've shown you how to sell or to convert coins. shown you where your portfolio is. You can look at the performance of your portfolio over the timestamps of 24 hours, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year overall. Okay, so as you can see, mine has been going up slightly all the time. Okay, so that's Coinbase for you. So that's what I would use to hold my currencies for the long term. Now if I do trade, which I do very often, I use a website called Binance. Okay, this is their platform, this is the website that they have, and this is what you should use if you are wanting to trade it daily or weekly, depends on how you want to trade it. But basically this is the world's leading cryptocurrency exchange, and as it says here, if I wanted to buy Bitcoin to trade against another coin, I can do that here. I can just buy, for example, £100 worth of BTC. So I could click buy. It would create a buy transaction for BTC. Okay, so I would have £100 worth of BTC to trade with. Okay, once I buy, you can do it two ways actually. You can do it here, or you can come to the wallet, spot wallet. Okay, I wouldn't advise to do margin trading if you're new. I would just avoid it, to be honest. And I could deposit BTC. Now you could deposit your BTC straight from Coinbase, and that's another video in itself, but you could do that, or you could buy it via your credit card or debit card right here. Okay, so you got two ways of doing this. Okay, so if you want to withdraw, same here. So you could say, the recipient's address could be back to Coinbase, and you put the amount that you want to withdraw here. Okay, so that's the basics of depositing and withdrawing from Binance. Now let's go into actually trading. Okay, so like I said before, I don't do leveraged or margin trading. I do spot, which is the money that I actually have, rather than being one to borrow money from Binance for leveraging. You can either use the basic view, classic view, or advanced view. Let's just go to the advanced view. I don't think it's that different to the other two views. Okay, just to go through just a quick explanation on this view. On your left hand side, you have the coins that are available to trade. Okay, so if I click on BTC, I've got all of these coins these are called a pair. Okay, so BTC against DGB here, or I don't know, BTC against ADA. So if I believe that ADA for the next, I don't know, day or two is going to outperform BTC, so if I believe this price of 913 is going to go up in the next day or two, I would create a buy order here, but I'll come back to that. So here you've got all the pairs. Okay, it shows you your last price and how much it's changed in the last 24 hours. Okay, and here you've got your orders. This is where it keeps a record of what you've traded. As you can see here, I've got 4 orders yet to be closed. These orders are to sell. Okay, so I bought Theta and at a particular price, and now I would like to sell it once it gets to 3129, that many zeros, 3129. Okay, now you can come to your history and you can see how much trading you've done for the past month. Okay, so you can look at it and do with it whatever you like. Okay, now if you come on your right hand side, here is your order book. So you've got the sell orders here and your buy orders. You can go into the individual sell or buy order and see how people have traded lately, or how people want to trade, people that want to sell this pair in the future. and as you can see here, there's quite a lot of people that are going against ADA, as if there are many sell orders. Okay, in here you can place your order, whether it's buy or sell. So if I wanted to buy ADA, currently I've got 0.079 BTC, so I could do a limit order, which is saying I can actually buy it at a certain limit. So I can say when it reaches that price, okay, then I want to sell 100% of my BTCs. I want to buy 100%. Okay, right, so that's, you got a limit order, which is just what it says there. It's a limit, so you set the limit that you want to buy it or sell this pair. Okay, and then you got market, which is at that exact market cost. Okay, so here it's currently 913 or 6p. Okay, so I can say I want to create a buy order market, and I want to buy 25% of my wallet of my BTC. I want to buy it with that many ADAs, so I can create buy. Okay, so you could do that. I won't do it here, I won't do it now, of course. Okay, and then in the center here you've got your graphical representation. If you use TradingView, this will be very familiar to you. And as you can see here, you can change the chart, so you can look at the 2-hour chart or whichever hour or whatever day you wish to see, you wish to view. Okay, so that's Binance. I've shown you how to add credit to your Binance account, and I've gone through this view that helps you to do your trading. So for those of you that are beginners to cryptocurrency trading, if you do have any questions, please put it on the comments below. If you do have any other questions, please let me know, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you are new, don't be scared of this. Believe me, it didn't take me long to understand how to trade cryptocurrencies. It's actually a lot more predictable and a lot more profitable than Forex or stocks, I would say, if you know what you're doing. Okay, and remember, this is a educational channel. This is not a recommendation. And on that note, please like, share, subscribe. I will hear from you guys in the next one. Okay, thank you.